you can sleep after what you saw last night, May. Get up and deal with it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again to Night in the Woods. You seem to remember it quite well for what little you saw. I can't believe how frustrating it must be having Molly not take us seriously on this. Bright Harbor Post. Is Autumn secretly killing you? There's nothing secret about it. Hey, May. Thanks so much for your help last night. Woke up and realized that I completely imposed in a big way. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll be at work cleaning up after last night if you want to say hello. Okay, we will. Hey dude, sorry you couldn't hang last night. Angus says he's sorry too. Band practice today, yeah? Because I'm in charge and I say so. Off to work, bye. Yeah, you have fun with that. In the meantime, I've got places to be. Don't need to check that crawl space anymore. It's weird having the routine no longer active. What am I gonna do with a tooth? We're all looking a bit older, I guess. Weird to take, like, one moment and make it, like, the official version of us. I hadn't thought about that before. You're just, like, the same every day. What is your bird existence like? I don't know, what's your cat existence like? Do we have any detective books out here? Oh, of course. Of course we do. Do we have any books about ghosts? Like real-life ghosts? Do we have any books for nut jobs, I guess? No, this is good. Research is good. Confront the problem head on. You're not losing it, dude. You are, in fact, keeping it. Very close. May, what are you talking about? Hey, hun. Yeah? Come say hello, why don't ya? Yeah, we have some things to talk about, don't we? Hey, hun. Hey, Mom. You look really tired. So do you. Also, I have a splitting headache. Well, the weather seems to agree with you. Gray and drizzly. I could go for that today. Hey, hun? Yeah? Sorry about yesterday. Me too. I said some stuff. I didn't really mean it. Well, whether you meant it or not, that isn't how we should communicate. I don't want us to stop talking. I just don't want a repeat of a few years ago. I'm really sorry, Mom. About all of it. Hey, mate. You okay? I'm fine. Guess I'm stressed, too. Saw some weird stuff last night. Or, I think I did. Want to talk about it? Later. I'm still, like, putting it together. Can we talk about school? Also later. So, what are you stressed about? Well, I guess you're a grown-up now. Just spill it, Mom. After your incident a few years back, as you know, we went into some debt smoothing that over. Jeez, I'm still so sorry about that. It's in the past. Let's not go back over it. Okay? When it came time to get you off to school, we took advantage of a kind of a mortgage to make sure you were taken care of. Okay? Well, turns out it wasn't a very good deal. And I just feel so stupid. They like to offer these mortgages to people who maybe don't have a lot of money and aren't used to getting offers like this. Why? Because the bank took advantage of us. And now they own the house, and we owe them more than it's worth. What does that mean? It means we're not sure how long into the future we'll have the house. Holy crap, we're in trouble, huh? And I'm a huge jerk? It's okay, sweetie, don't worry. No, we're not done. What you reading? It's a book of unsolvable murders. Did they all happen? Oh, I don't know. Maybe, sure. Want to hear a real teaser? Sure. Alright. There's a man lying dead in a kitchen, with a bullet wound in his head. There's a man there with him. He's got some blood on his right hand, but no gun. Huh. Last thing. The dead guy has a scar on the back of his head. Do you know the answer? Well, I don't know if there's one answer. It's supposed to get you thinking. About murder? Can't solve a murder without one. Okay, so I have a question. We can really try to ask the right questions. Who's the other guy in the room? The suspect is clearly upper middle class. That's not super helpful. Maybe he, like, ski-tripped him to death somehow. Yeah, he whacked him in the jacuzzi in his backyard. Okay, I think I got it. Wow, what you got? The guy in the room is a surgeon. He implanted a magnet in the dead guy's skull. That's why he has that scar. Then the suspect used a super magnet or something on the dead guy's forehead, which pulled the magnet out through the dude's head. That's why he has blood on one hand. Yep, and I bet the murder weapons are stuck to the fridge. May, you're brilliant. Holding up a pic of Aunt Dottie. Oh, bravo, sweetie. Thank you, thank you. We'd make quite a pair of investigators. Could open a detective agency in town. Could use one right now, probably. Always work for crime solvers. Alright, I'm gonna get going. Love you, daughter detective. You too, Inspector Mom. I think when I see you draw things like that, that's how I know that that interaction was meaningful. It's like I said last part, you know, you could completely ignore a lot of optional dialogue, but you'd get a tenth of the experience. The soundtrack during the gloomy days really does something to me, you know that? Oh hey, Chezakov's up there. The missus varnished this porch herself. Don't go tracking mud all over it. Well, it's a good thing I never touched the ground. How's it going, Selmers? How was your Halloween? Weird. Went to Harfest. Saw some messed up stuff that I think was real. Then had a really bad nightmare. Cool. I stayed in and ate candy and watched TV. Halloween episodes were on. Well, I was out living a Halloween episode, okay? Whoa. Yep. Want to hear a new poem? Sure. Autumn winds, autumn sins. Okay. Autumn times, autumn crimes. What counts as an autumn sin? Cheating on your wife. With some gas station skank. In November. So really it's just a sin in autumn. Oh, right. Yeah, that's, inconsiderate. Hey, Mr. Chazikov. Yes, Selma? You're gonna break your neck someday. I'll make sure to fall right on you. Well, I'm a big enough target. I'm bigger than you. We should be covered. You too. Leaves, leaves, leaves. Is that a poem? Nope. But it could be. Hey there, Cheskov. Shouldn't it be kind of difficult to see anything today? Miss Maybrowski. Present. Smell the autumn winds. Yeah, hard to miss it. One should not miss such a thing. Talking of, want to see some stars? Of course. Come have a look. I'm blind somehow. This is your own fault at this point, I would say. Yeah, I agree, except it's raining. I don't know how you can see anything at all. Found one. Let's see. Big snake. Big snake? Yep. I saw a big snake once. At the zoo. In the scouts we were hiking, and one was sunning itself on a rock. What a treat. I was thinking it's rare to see a snake just randomly relaxing. What's up with this one? Big snake emerged from the earth and made war upon the villages. What villages? You know, villages. Okay. And as he wrapped himself around them, the villagers saw that they were encircled by the same big snake. And they came together, and together slew the big snake. You learn. Why did Big Snake attack the people? Do you have sympathy for the big snake? Jeez, I don't know, but can we just keep saying big snake? Okay, I see what you're doing here. Big snake. Big snake. Big snake. Okay, let's find another. I like how the others are still present up here. Having a bit of difficulty. There we are. Star located, Captain. Let us consult the guide. Oh, you will like this one. Really? Because they're dead. Okay, yeah, I'm into it. Gramercy the Medium. In life, he spoke with the dead. Really? Who knows? But when he died, his own spirit returned and spoke through him. Wait, that's dumb. How so? Wait, what? No, May would say that's just called being alive. Not so. His body was dead. So he was like a zombie? But just as smart as before. No looking for brains. So like normal, but he smelled bad. Just so. Why did they make this guy into a star? I love the idea that it was a conscious thought that people get commemorated as constellations. I have no idea. I guess it's kind of impressive. Dumb, but impressive. So, what's the moral of this one? Moral? Yeah, usually star things like this have some sort of moral. Sometimes things are just strange. That's the moral? That's our pair for the day. Well, gee willikers, Mr. Shazkov. Willikers. Wow, that was pretty great. Yes, it was. More in a couple days? Our journal is being filled out. Hopefully we get the chance. I guess now we just continue on our patrol route just like we do every day. I feel like I have some things to make up to Roof Kid. Alright, I guess I've stolen enough from you. Oh, hey Miss Rosa. Oh, hello May. Feeling better? As well as to be expected, I suppose. That's good. Do you want to talk about your grandfather? Yeah. Possum Springs was built on our backs and the backs of those before us. Time was, they didn't pay the people in real money. Paid in little tokens and bills stamped with the company name. Good at the company store. company goods. Back in school, they showed us some of those. Weird quarters and stuff. Your grandfather remembered. His daddy experienced it firsthand. My boss came into town, driving a big fancy car. Night I met your grandfather. A real piece of crap, that boss, God forgive him. Your grandfather runs out of the dance. I think he was a bit drunk, or just stupid in some brave way. He shouts, "The guts of all bosses!" He all of a sudden has a hunting knife from somewhere, and he slashes the boss's tires. Wow. May likes Granddad a lot more after this. Picks up a rock, put it through the windshield. Then he climbs up. I'm sorry, this part is a bit rude. Holy crap, don't stop. He pees through the windshield hole. This is amazing. Did they catch him? Nah, just me and a few other folks saw it. I trot over to him and we run off down the alley. Past the A-OK drugstore. Big field, big parking lot nowadays. Stars fat and bright. I guess we were both pretty drunk. One thing led to another. Oh, okay. Wait, when was this? A very long time ago. I think you're trying to figure out if we're related. Was he... So what happened with the car? Got towed away. Police couldn't get no witnesses. We weren't snitches about that kind of thing. Dang right. So like I said, you got troublemaker blood. Jeez, I never knew this. I don't think your daddy even knows. I bet not. You gonna tell him? Secret keeper like me, eh? I just think it'd be a weird conversation. Yeah, I said no because we just had a conversation about not being a snitch. You may find someday it isn't so strange. I wanted to pass this story along to you. It was one night, one thing he did, in a lifetime of nights and things he did. What you want to do with that is part of your story now. I understand. I can't talk much more for today. I'd like to know more about him. This was crazy. I'll see you, May. Sooner or later. Okay. Bye, Miss Rosa. Bye for now, May Borowski. I mean, this is illuminating for us. It's allowing us to kind of reconnect with our grandfather in a way and see him more as a human rather than his role in our life. Well, not human, but you get the idea. And for her, I guess it's a way of reliving those moments and I guess making sure that they matter. That they'll be carried on. Okie dokie. What next is the question? Our patrol route has expanded so much, I can't really do it linearly anymore. Oh, shut up, you. And you. Our boy is still there. Can we come see our guys? I mean, the quest may be over, but we can still at least look around, right? Plastic flowers are like super depressing for some reason. Dead flowers are less depressing than plastic ones. Nothing more to say about this exit door? And nothing more to say about our babies. Let's say hi to B. Hey, B. Hey, thanks again for last night. I owe you one. It's fine. It was fun. My night got, like, really weird and bad after. How so? Tell you later, I guess. Still, like, putting it together. Okay, well, let me know how that goes. I will. I think it's band practice day? Yeah, I'm gonna go hunt down Greg. Shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, no, he's at the Snack Falcon. I don't know how that guy stays employed. He steals constantly, breaks supplies for fun, and leaves work whenever he wants. Greg plays by his own rules. It feels more like the world plays by his rules. Whoa. I don't even know what that means. Still, whoa. What up, Angus? You up for band practice in a bit? I guess. Weird night. How so? I'll tell you about it later. Okay, so all of that is going to be saved for band practice, and for that reason we will talk to Greg last. Oh, is someone moving in? Probably something dumb. I miss you, pizza place. You know, we're getting so used to the routine of going up and down this street, we're noticing little changes. It's all incremental, but it's vastly different from when we started. It's wet again. And I'm cold again. It's just rain. Hey, why are we still standing out here? Someone has to. Why does that feel so deep? Anyways, we've got some to see in this direction, haven't we? Hey. Hey, dude! Hey, you? Working here now? Yep. Sucks. But it pays. Question. How do they fit a kitchen in there? Barely. What do you do here? Grillman and janitor. I cook and mop. At the same time? Yes. Wow. Oh my. Hey. Sup, kid? Oh no. You smell weird. Why's my aunt's car here? That's your aunt? Yeah. Oh, weird. That like makes you half cop? You'll never half catch me, half coppa. I don't know what they're doing up there. Huh. You go to Harfest? Nah, over it. Cool. I had kind of a weird time. Weird bad time, actually. It's a guaranteed weird bad time. Yeah. Are those people from yesterday still here? Dunno. We're not, like, good friends or anything. Oh yeah, I don't know why I thought you'd know. I was wondering if they ever met Casey. Out there somewhere. I can ask. I used to ask. I just hate thinking about him out there all by himself. Aw, Casey's tough. He'll be fine. When you gotta get out, you gotta get out. Yeah, I guess. Well, see you at band practice. Real talk, do you actually like watching us play? Yeah. I mean, you're not good, but yeah. Not my style. What is your style? Black metal, thrash, crossover, hip-hop? I like Witch Dagger. They're kind of metal. Aw, yeah, like that Doom stuff, right? Da-da-da-durga! Totally. What? You know, one time a guy followed me home. Like, a guy from the tracks. We could end the conversation now. That doesn't seem like the time to do it. What did you do? It was like some night back in the summer. And out of the corner of my eye, I could kind of see this dude take this turn out of the parking lot and start creeping up the hill. Like 50 feet back. But like, I didn't want to look right at him. I took a detour through the woods and sat in a tree. It was getting dark, but like, I could see him standing just off the road, waiting for me to come down. Oh my god. What did you do? After it got dark, I climbed down and got up the hill real quick. That is creepy. Yeah, it was a weird, bad time. I'm so upset right now. I know, right? See ya. You may have also had experience with our shadowy figure. What were you doing out here last night? What were you doing out here last night? I don't think now's the time for sass. I saw someone kidnap someone. Like, a kid. Tell me what you saw again? Someone in a big old coat with someone over their back. Uh-huh. And you chased them down here? Yeah, and I got to the fence and they were up in the woods. Alright, thank you, May. I knew you were just gonna brush this off. May, there's been no missing person reports. That tends to happen when a kid goes missing from something like Harfest. Hell, I got 6 calls about kids out too late. There would be a report. I'm reporting this right here. This is a report. May, there's no break in the fence. So? So unless someone could jump this thing while carrying a teenager who hasn't been reported as missing. Any theories, May? They could have gone around the fence. I don't know, May. This fence goes out along the parking lots, almost to the tracks. For you to be right behind them, and then to be miraculously on the other side of the fence? Ugh. I was running around half the night, getting after teenage nonsense, and people scared of clotheslines and noises. Are you trying to kick off a horror movie? No one believes the girl who saw the ghost. Well, I have bad news for you. The cop always dies. I'm sorry, we're talking about a ghost now? It must have gone through the fence? Really, May? No? Yes? I don't know. I'm really tired. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Will you at least check the woods? May, me and Dan McConnell were up there this morning because of what you said last night. From the fence up to the old mine. We found a couple of teenagers on a gross mattress. We saw some worried-looking deer, and one deer hunter out too early. That can't be it. That is it. The cop always dies. I mean, maybe it really is nothing. I mean, we know what we saw, though. I don't know. This whole thing, like, the way it's inserted into the plot alongside everything else, it does sort of make me feel, even after we saw what we did, that maybe May is just desperate for something. But we did see it, is the thing. You can read this. War some nonsense. You hear me, statue? I guess you were drafted. Ugh. You died before you got to enjoy the statue they made of you. It's garbage. They can't make me go to war. I'll go underground. Join some sort of group that's against war and stuff. We'll blow up war stuff and sabotage other war stuff. I'll live in the shadows for decades. No address. Always on the run. Living in a trailer in the desert. It'll be awesome. It's very like you to come up with that whole scenario just based off of that. So today's my last day. Oh dear, we're gonna miss you. It happened so fast. Let us know how it is. I will. I'll come visit. Can't leave you two to fend for yourselves. Oh dear, what are we gonna do without you? Y'all wanna go see a movie or something? Yeah, let me get settled in. And we can go on an outing. And you'll see me whenever you go for groceries. That's true. I ain't gone far. Not far at all. That's nice. That's really nice. I could use nice right now. Speaking of nice, let's go see Roof Kid. I've done this enough times that I think it should get at least a bit easier. How's it going? Did you go to Harfest? Yeah. Ended up in a play? Because my friend B screwed it up. Cool. I ate pizza and watched Blood Gorgon. Let's ask about it. Italian movie from like 1980. Lots of blood, but it's like theatrical and stuff. Girls' boarding school. Bunch of ghosts kidnapping them. Taking them to the Blood Gorgon. Yep. Something wrong? Nah, just think I saw a ghost or something last night. I'm not sure. That sounds kind of awesome. It was like the opposite of awesome. Oh, sorry. It's cool. I'll see you later. Good luck with your ghost problem. Thanks. That's all there is to it with you. Can't forget to go to the church, though. And what a convenient way to get there. Hey, church mom. Hey, heathen daughter. Oh, I'll make it in here someday. But come on, seriously. No one likes getting up on Sunday. I find it very enriching. Your father does too. Mostly. But he attends, and that's important. And he knows it means a lot to me. Alright, well, guilt thoroughly tripped. You do work for the church. That's not what faith is like, hun. There's more grace than condemnation. Kinda. Whatever. Alright, I'm out. See you later, sweetie. Let's go see if there's anyone out here. Bruce, how's it going? I don't feel right about it. I know, but sometimes the right thing doesn't feel right. I just think it's just wrong to take something when folks don't want you to take it. Well, I feel like God would see this differently. I do, at least. That's because you're a good person. Hey. Hey again. Hey. So I had this really bad dream last night. Me too. I dreamed I was a pizza, and I was afraid someone would slice me. Jeez. Yep. This just makes me sad we don't have a pizza place anymore. Gotta order it from out by the highway now. Tragic. I had a dream I was a goose flying south, and I had to keep up with the other gooses, or I'd get lost. That's sad. Twarn't a good dream. What are y'all talking about? Big meeting coming up. City council. Yep. About Bruce here. Wow, that's intense. We'd appreciate your prayers. This is precisely the kind of time where God shows up. Hope so. Me too. What do you mean? Like they're gonna want to get him out of here? All those kids are gone. When you come over here, the music fades away. It's a place for you to just kind of stand and contemplate. See, the thing is, we've got our circle of friends, and we've got the horror in the woods, but everything else, all the optional things, the townspeople, the rats, Miss Rosa, all of these are just meant to get you thinking about various aspects of life. That's the thing, no matter who you are or what your experience is, I think this game has something for you. Something is going to resonate. Hey, the kids are here. Hey, kind of a weird question, but is anyone missing? What? Like, anyone you know who was out last night and didn't come back? I don't think so. What's going on? Nothing. Thought I saw something. Okay, you should tell us if this is something. Just be careful, okay? Keep an eye out. And let me know if you see anything weird, okay? I mean, you all hang out together constantly. You're safer than anyone else I know. Anyway, later. I'm sure they'll take this to heart. Hey, window person. What's the news? Dumb girl slips off ledge, dies on street below. Area cranky man haunted by screaming poltergeist. Soggy corpse hardly recognizable, identified by teeth. Area man dies of heart attack from being scared by hootin' and hollerin' phantom. Evidence shows girl was pushed. Alright. You win this round. You know, we're actually a better match than it seems like. Anyways, let's go talk to Greg. Right down here at the snack falcon. Oh man, we're gonna have to do another band practice. And I can't help but botch those, especially since I need to tie my fingers in knots to even have the keys ready. Sup, dude? Long night. Weird night. What's up? I'll tell you at band practice. Cool. What you up to? Yeah, we can head out now. I've done everything. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, right, I have to initiate things. Back to watch this fiasco again, huh? Yep. You're our only fan, Germ. I'm just here to be entertained. I'm a gentleman of leisure. Nice. Hey, dude. You okay? You look tired. I was up all night. They were fixing the roof door, and it was super loud. Roof door? Yeah, the door at the top of the stairs that goes out onto the roof. Now I can, like, I don't know, run from that door down in the lobby, up to the roof, and pee off the side of the building. Yeah, maybe not. But what's to stop random people from doing that too? Dude, it'll be fine. Sorry, I'm just tired. Fair. Ready to go? Yeah, let's do this. Pumpkinhead guy. Seems appropriate and difficult. Yet no. Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way. I'm getting the impression that this is maybe supposed to be done with a controller, you know? How about I just play 3s and 2s? Maybe even a 4 if that's all that's coming my way? Yeah, see, no, I'm totally nailing this part. I mean, we can practice at home, but I'm kind of surprised that we've only done this 3 times in the entire length of the game. Yep, there's absolutely no friggin' way. Oh, hey, we've gone totally skelly crazy. Yep, there's no chance whatsoever. At a certain point, you understand there's no point in even trying. Yeah. Wow, May, that was, pretty bad is what it was. I literally do not know this song. It's the same dialogue. Woo. So fast. You just pushed a button. I am so tired. I strained my vocal cords yelling. Awesome. I'm gonna sound so husky. And anyway, I don't even know if they're dreams or not. And this guy, who I think was a ghost, kidnapped some kid, and also I think was in my head after, while I was sleeping. And anyway, yeah, I think I need to do something, because this is scary. Well, that's not what I was expecting to hear tonight. Are you okay, dude? No! I'm kind of freaked out. It probably wasn't a ghost. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, definitely. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go figure this out myself. Aw, dude, don't be like that. You got us. Aw, dudes. Okay, fine. So we need to maybe see if there's, like, some ghostly stuff happening around here. Like, from a source we can trust. Such as... Does the newspaper have, like, a ghost section? What? Why is that a dumb question? You know, we could go check the library. For books about it? No. They have the local paper on file, going back a century. If there's some secret history of kidnapper ghosts, we'll find it there, probably. Oh, wow. I didn't know they had that. I thought it was just like a broken down old bunch of books. When's the last time you were at the library? We actually have one of the nicer ones around. Oh. How? Rich dude who paid for it way back when. Yeah, they set up a foundation and... Never mind. Let's go. Can we regroup after? Sure. Okay, we'll be back. Woohoo! Ghosties. That's the spirit? The library. Oh yeah, this game took a turn. We're hunting down a ghost. With our best friend B. Look. Jobs. Weird, like, when this was painted, it was like, hey, look out the window. We're all working, things are great. Now it's like one of the graffiti murals. After someone gets shot or hit by a car. This mural is really affecting you. I forgot that we live in separate realities. Mine's clearly better. Yeah, we got some spooky music. Oh no, Pumpkinhead guy's dead. Well, let's do our paranormal research and maybe put out that cigarette in the library. Just saying. Hey. Closing in 2 hours. Okay, cool. Any idea where the microfiche is? Microfiche. Fiche? Microfiche. 3rd floor. Okay, thanks. Up, up, up. Slow night? Yep. Spooky here all alone? I'd be spooked. Larry's wandering around here somewhere. Who's Larry? Probably waiting to pop out and scare us at the worst possible moment, huh? Still though, an elevator, multiple floors? It's pretty good for a local library like this. Can't walk offside. I love how this game can be so serious and even depressing at times. And yet other times like this, just because of who May is, it can completely change tone when we're dealing with nonsense like this. But I guess there's a certain earnestness in portraying all this through her eyes. Holy crap. What? It's Charity Barity. What's Charity Barity? How do you not know Charity Barity? I assume this is something from school? The school being 5 freaking years old. Alright. So this was a thing you liked as a kid? No, I hated Charity Barity. It does look really hateable. It was like you were under some curse, where a cute thing followed you around 24/7, yelling about, like, sharing and not littering, and paying taxes. Well, that's an important, skill. I was 5. I'm 20 now and I still haven't paid taxes. Charity Barity goes to a state infrastructure budgeting meeting. I forgot the worst part. It always rhymed. Charity Barity, oh no, austerity. What's that? Reason the 2 bridges in and out of Saltstown are still closed? Oh wow. You still can't, like, go to Saltstown? You're welcome to try. Jeez, they sure made a lot of books. I think they're still making them. This one looks pretty old. Charity Barity, danger everywhere-ity. That's vague and disconcerting. Could have just kept updating that one book. That's the end. Oh well, we get to walk back with this creepy music. Looks like someone left something open on this one. It's a resume. Bob Targ, born 1967, 50 years old. Let's see. Experience. Mining, construction, well drilling. I never think about getting a job when I'm old. 50 is not really old. I mean, you should have money then, right? Ideally. It should be, like, guaranteed. Should be guaranteed in general. You gonna join my Young Socialist Chatterbox group? Oh, we're not... That wasn't it. So, okay, going up. I didn't realize we had a choice. Ooh, here's the dark and spooky 3rd floor. Oh wow, it's dusty up here. It's old up here. Sure is. Maybe your ghost is up here. Yep, ghost. Or something. Whatever he was, he walked through a chain link fence. Or flew over it. Or something. While carrying something. Oh, right. Well, that's even more impressive. So we're gonna go find this guy. Because he took someone. And he's, like, somehow connected to this thing I've been going through. And that's not good. That all sounded a lot more awesome in my head. It's okay, it was fine. That was supposed to be your one-liner? We're gonna get this guy? Oh, there's our microfiche. Alright, there she is. Cool. So... I have no idea how to use it. Really? I can't know how to do everything. I'm sorry, but what expertise have you brought to this thus far? This whole thing was my idea. No, your idea was ghost hunting. My idea is to do at least a tiny bit of research on it. If you think it's so stupid, why are you here? Because you're my friend. Aww. Are we friends, Beatrice? Here, let me get this set up. We'll be here all night if you're in charge. So, what are we looking for? I want to steer. No. Move, I'm steering. Ow. Jeez, May. I'm sorry. Okay. How do we do this? Step 1, look at the screen. Step 2, move around and look at stuff. Step 3, find ghost. Sure. Alright. Tragedy at Stafford Mine. An explosion occurred at 6:20 a.m. at the Stafford Mine. All work has ceased while men attempt to rescue any survivors. So far, 3 men have been pulled out alive, along with 20 dead. The explosion occurred 10 miles deep in the mine, and only one group of men were able to escape before the elevator's rope snapped, and the next group of men plummeted to their death. So far, hopes of finding more survivors is low. The main path to the tunnel caved in due to the explosion, and supervisors are still attempting to piece together exactly where everyone was during the accident. New old store in town center. The old Pickaxe hardware store is set to have its grand opening this Saturday. Oh, you can examine them. This is interesting, but not exactly about a ghost. We received a sneak peek of the store yesterday, and our town will benefit greatly from this new addition. Roy Burge is bringing 25 years of building experience into his new venture, and has stocked the shelves with all the nuts, bolts, and nails you would need for any project, plus the latest in tools. Stop by to see the latest trends in everything from handsaws to hammers. Best of luck to Mr. Burge. No ghost to be found here. The way you say ghost, it sounds like you don't believe me. Strike. A strike at Stafford Mine has been called. The idea first arose after the memorial for the 1888 explosion victims. Miners gathered in the home of Arthur Borowski to continue the memorial to their friends. They also began recounting all the promises the bosses had reneged on this past year, including basic safety measures to avoid another explosion. A group of 20 miners entered the mines to begin the strike, and 30 more joined them before morning. All work has been stopped, and the miners are now striking in 8-hour shifts. Their wives and children have begun to bring food and water for the men. The bosses have stated that the mines are safer than they were a year ago, and that there's no need to act in this manner. This one? No ghost. No, but potentially important context. Wow, there's a lot here. Oh, look, local ghost Little Joe at it again. As the school children are quick to inform you, Possum Springs has at least one resident who won't show up on any census survey. Little Joe, purportedly the ghost of Joe Shade, a miner who died in mysterious circumstances some decades ago, is a favorite spooky story of the whimsical and weird members of our community. His most recent activities seem to involve getting up out of his coffin in the old section of Possum Springs Cemetery and strolling around, unnerving visitors to the largest graveyard in Deep Hollow County. His grave has become a destination for unruly and often destructive local youths, such as Possum Springs City Council is considering erecting an iron gate to protect the historical tombstones that fill the small hollow where Joe Shade lies buried. Police have also stepped up patrols in the area, so be warned, thrill seekers. You may not see a ghost, but you may see a fine for trespassing. Ooh, look. Scooch so I can see. Graveyard, that's a gimme. I mean, if you're looking for ghost stuff, that's where they make a lot of them. Looks like they saw him in the old section. Oh, cool. That's where his grave is. I'm actually interested in that. How could you not be interested? This is like actual dangerous ghost stuff. I like history. Ghosts are history. History that won't stay history. May, you are my kind of person. That's actually pretty good. Stuff like this reminds us why we're friends. Pie piracy. Dear citizens, please make note to keep your pies safe during the pleasant weather we're experiencing. Several ladies have reported pies from their kitchens disappearing at alarming rates. Even worse, The picky culprit is leaving behind only the rhubarb pies. Until this criminal is caught or the bad weather returns, we remind our housewives to make use of their pie safes indoors or stick to rhubarb. Pie safes? No ghost here. The Stanley T. Possum statue, known by residents as Posse, is finally slated for demolition. Posse closed in 1967, but Richard Colson, son of Samuel, had hopes of refurbishing the statue for new generations. Posse stood silent for close to 60 years, witnessing the beginnings of the demise of the railroad, the mines and the coke works that ushered in his existence. Teens and other vandals. The Stanley T. Possum statue, known by residents as Posse, is finally slated for demolition. Posse closed in 1967, but Richard Colson, son of Samuel, had hopes of refurbishing the statue for new generations. Posse stood silent for close to 60 years, witnessing the beginnings of the demise of the railroad, the mines, and the coke works that ushered in his existence. Teens and other vandals broke into Posse over the years. Climbing up through Posse became a rite of passage for many young people in the area. Residents had been torn over what to do with the beloved but derelict structure over the years, but 3 years ago pressure began mounting to have it torn down. A storm knocked off Posse's ear, and the next year Ralph Jenkins fell from the staircase and broke both legs. Samantha Colson, daughter of Richard, finally agreed that it was time for Posse to go. The demolition will begin at 12 p.m. on Saturday, and viewing areas will be set up at a safe distance. No ghost here, but very sad. Samuel Colson has purchased 10 acres of land on the outskirts of Possum Springs. When we inquired as to what Mr. Colson would use the land for, he would only remark what was coming here would delight both young and old for years to come. We are very anxious to be delighted. Known here. Progress Springs in Possum Springs. Randolph Stafford, owner of the Bell's Hole Mine Works, has partnered with Samuel Colson, owner of Colson Coke Works, Daniel Glick, railroad magnate, and prominent business owner Harrison Schreegeist to make some stunning improvements throughout the town. The four men desire to build a model of progressive living right here in Possum Springs. The old miners' double houses on Elm Street will be torn down and replaced with spacious single homes. A new elementary school will be opened nearby, along with a new state-of-the-art recreation center courtesy of Arnold Applebaum. This is in addition to the improvements Randolph Stafford promised the previously striking miners. No ghost here, but we're just seeing like little vignettes of the town's history. All the ups and downs, and ultimately a lot of really broken promises. Ooh, Possum Massacre! Severe violence broke out at the Stafford mine strike today. The bosses arrived to attempt to renew talks, and were taunted by some of the children present. Rocks were thrown, and the National Guard and strikebreakers opened fire on the crowd. After a few minutes, the smoke cleared, and the gory scene revealed. 9 miners are dead, with a dozen more injured. A young brother and sister were also shot dead as they were delivering a package of food to their father and uncle, who were on strike below when the shooting broke out. The photograph of the 2 children, aged 7 and 9, who were shot in cold blood, has circulated far outside of our little county. The heinous act led to a personal visit from the governor to the strike site to meet with strikers. Independent inspectors were also brought in, and talks finally began 45 days since the start of the strike. The bosses have agreed to comply to the current safety standards and to honor the demands of the miners. And that's what it took. Wow, there is so much reading in this episode. Strange but True, A Tale of Teeth. Strange but True is our ongoing series about the weird and forgotten aspects of Deep Hollow County history and culture, published weekly. Bad bosses figure heavily into Possum Springs history, and this morbid tale of crime and secret societies is no exception. The story goes, in 1870 a local mine boss was skimming workers on their pay. A group of miners confronted him while he was in the act. He denied everything, with many a slur, punched the miners' leader, Darnell Glace, in the face, causing him to lose his last remaining tooth. The miners knew how much Darney's tooth meant to him, and they descended on the boss. A A few held the boss down, while others removed all his teeth with pliers. The teeth were passed out to the miners, and a secret society was created with a vow to protect the workers' interests. Membership was based on owning one of these teeth, and each was marked with a symbol of their choosing. These symbols were used around the coal patch to organize meetings and make announcements. The boss survived its attack, but never named its attackers for fear of implicating himself. Wen died a few years later. Members dug up his grave to retrieve his skull. It was used in ceremonies performed before going out for retribution. All would gather round, place their teeth into the sockets, and later retrieve their tooth after the retribution was completed. Upon a member's death, their tooth would be passed to a new member. Teeth of members in jail would be left in their sockets until their fates were decided. After the strike of 1889, the society dwindled. Occasionally, a descendant of one of these men will find a tooth with strange markings in their home. Strange, but true. We've got granddads. Oh wow, this is gnarly. And awesome. Oh my god. Do you not have more to say? I hope that was you realizing what you have. This is such an unexpected time to get closure on that. Well, not closure, more like a midpoint. More like some context. Deep Hollow County mourns. The final group of bodies from the 1888 explosion have been recovered, 2 days shy of the 1-year anniversary of the tragedy. These 5 men bring the total of dead to 112. 2 of the men, Addison Pine and Henry Harvey, were the ones who set off the explosion. Although mine bosses had been informed that gas pockets were present in that section, they elected not to inform Pine and Harvey of the possible danger. The other 3 bodies belonged to Peter Bledsoe, Christian Stanoff, and Peter Lotta. Peter Lotta's funeral arrangements will be handled by Father Lititz, as the man's widow has since returned to Hungary with his 2 orphans. No ghost. Sound off, opinion line. We would like to remind the men of our town to please refrain from spitting on the sidewalk. This unsanitary habit is unseemly and beneath you. Parents, please be sure your daughters are not participating in the new trend of skirts showing the ankles. I do not think we need to remind you which road of brimstone this temporary fashion trend will lead your dear daughters down. I've been witnessing more and more teenage girls coming into our town on Saturday night unchaperoned, using vulgar slang terms, certainly unfit for me to print here, and blocking the sidewalks by walking arm in arm. They are loud and also flirt with boys unabashedly while smoking cigarettes. These young ladies need to be stopped before our young ladies get any idea, or our boys fall in with the wrong girl. Young men have been seen around Possum Springs engaging in the ridiculous behavior of wearing mismatched patterns in their suits. This type of outfit may be all the rage in Bright Harbor, but good luck getting any respectable businessman around here to employ you. You all look like rabid clowns. Councilman Pachensky's plan for the 3rd Street is a joke. What else is there to say? I'm surprised May doesn't have more to say about this one. Ooh, spectral happenings at Possum Jump. 2 local sweethearts were startled this past Sunday night as they hiked along the wooded overlook known as Possum Jump. According to the Lovebirds, at approximately 11:45 p.m., a figure appeared to walk from the edge of the cliff out into the open air, and then disappeared. That must be up by the church. Forestry workers the next morning were unable to locate any evidence of anyone having leapt from the great height, leaving the exact nature of what the 2 saw a mystery. A decent hike up into the State Forest Hills. Possum Jump is famous for its beautiful view of Echo Reservoir. It also holds historical importance, as it hosts the lonely graves of several persons involved in the Possum Massacre. Hey, look at this! Yeah. Looks like Possum Jump? Let me read it. It's Possum Jump. Okay, yeah. That's back up in the state park, right? Yeah. Ever been up there? Nope. Okay, so it's not the one I'm thinking of. Gonna check it out, though. Go nuts. We're not done yet, though. Underground gases afflict many. The houses on Larch Street have been evacuated after the discovery of gas buildup in the basements were found to have led to hallucinations in scattered members of the households. For the past several weeks, residents have been complaining of family members who began hearing voices or seeing things that were not there. One older woman was found having an animated discussion with an empty chair. When pressed, she calmly explained that she was talking to her sister, who had passed away some 50 years ago. 2 nights ago, the son of Carson Zimmer ran out of the house and leapt into Cooper's Pond, 1 mile up the road. Moments before, this child had been readying for bed, and according to another sibling, became increasingly agitated. The last words he uttered were about some sort of song, before he dashed out of the house and into the night, where his watery grave awaited him. This last event persuaded residents to request help from officials to see if this is related to St. Leuven's lantern, a phenomenon where exposure to specific underground gases leads certain victims to experience waking dreams, auditory hallucinations, and the sense of unseen presences. Preliminary tests indicate that gas is present in the homes, and mining officials are moving the residents until more tests can be completed. No ghosts here. Well, not if you're not looking. There's been another sighting of the albino groundhog from a very reliable source this time. Edgar Stutter reports that he saw the pure white beast digging near Shade Gap. Mr. Stutter has declined to give any more of an exact location, and implores his fellow hunters to admire this anomaly from afar and leave him to his business. We could not agree more with this upstanding citizen, and remind townsfolk that if you are interested in seeing an albino creature, to stop at Sudi's barbershop for a peek at an albino raccoon. We're certain this will assist your mind in completing the search for the groundhog. So, a plug in there at least. Strike lumbers on. The strike is now in its 30th day, with no end in sight. The bosses have refused to meet with the miners, saying their demands are too fantastical. The miners claim they're only asking the bosses to adhere to safety standards that are already the law. The National Guard was called in after last week's scuffle, and the Colson Cokeworks Union has joined the cause, which has caused an uptick in national press at the site. The women's camp has expanded its services from serving meals to beating any non-union miner from entering the mines. So far, they've been successful in both ventures. Here we go. This looks cool. Ghostly rumors haunt New Historical Society. The Possum Springs Historical Society's conversion of the Shreegeist House into its new headquarters and education center has hit a snag. Custodial head Jed Newsom has resigned, citing strange occurrences in the old manor. I'd be there after hours doing my work, and I'd hear someone walking around trying doorknobs. I came out to see who was fooling, but there was never nobody there, said Newsom. Trying to get this map room operational for the children, all the while I'm looking over my shoulder expecting to see God knows what. Mr. Newsom had previously requested to work only daylight hours when other staff were present in the building, but even that proved to be too terrifying. I don't go to the off-limits area anymore. I don't go up past the 2nd floor, and then only go to the and then only to go to the office. I know the others laugh, say I'm seeing Little Joe or something, but they can all go spit. Little Joe, for the uninitiated, was a local ghost story popular some years ago. The Possum Springs Historical Society has refused to comment on Mr. Newsom's claims at this time. Hey, hey, hey! Ghost spotted! Historical Society. History that won't stay history. In a history place. History place? Yeah, I've never been. You didn't go back in school? I think this was when I wasn't in school. Oh, after the softball incident. Yeah, mostly just watched TV and did therapy. Well, it's actually a pretty cool old house. Used to be owned by one of the mine owners or something. Railroad, mine, steel mill, something like that? An actual haunted house. No. Elementary school kids are there all the time. They have, like, summer arts and crafts programs. Oh, well, still worth checking out. Okay, well, that's like 3 leads. Let's boogie. Let's boogie? Also, is that it? Yeah, no, I think we're done. I think that's everything. 3 clues. We got 3 leads. You're a regular detective. Mae Borowski, a detective of ghosts. Alright, let's go. Yeah, medium. So, we've got some leads. Can I borrow your car this week? Do you even have a license? I mean, no, regardless, but do you? Nope. No license, no credit cards, don't believe in money. You just believe in other people's cars and money. I didn't choose to be born into this society. Okay, well, I have, a job. So I can't drive you around to all the spots. I can maybe do the graveyard. I need to go there anyway. Cool. I'll see if Greg wants to do the other 2. And I probably don't have to say this, but just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. Hey nerd, ever hear that history repeats? It does. It does the same thing over and over again. So we've just been in a loop since we were living in caves? Yeah, that's science. Oh my freaking god. Hey there. Ahem. What is that Miss Quelcy? Oh wow, haven't seen her since graduation. She was always kinda cool. School district did not fund that art program at all. But she made it work. She was like some sort of art teacher survivalist. Wow, I never realized. I think they pay her in bits of string and empty soda cans. Should be saving that string to repair those bridges into Saltstown. There you go. Thank you all for coming to the second meeting of the Possum Springs Poetry Society. Do you want to stick around for this? Sure. Tonight we have new poems from myself, and Fisherman Jones, and Selma Ann Forrester. I'll start us off with one of my own. She's from some big city, right? Yeah. How'd she end up here? Who knows? Ahem. Letter to my worst student. To my worst student, the subject of my stories, I tell friends back home. When they ask about life out here in the sticks, it's you. I worry, at the end of my life, you will be the only one I remember. Why did you key my car? I know it was you. Brian. I was in suspense for that one, I'm not gonna lie. Thanks, everyone. Poor Miss Quelcy. At least she's blowing off some steam. Next up, Fisherman Jones. Fisherman Jones has a poem for us. Figures that you'd be here. Two poems. They're short, though. 2 poems. Take it away. Hi folks. Thanks. This is called Tunnel Eels. Tunnel eels, tunnel eels. I do not know how it feels to be in darkness all the time, born in muck and raised in slime, but neither you know paths I've trudged, so it hardly is your place to judge. Okay, that's 1 poem. The next one is shorter. I love how you wrote about the plight of these slugs, and then you were immediately like, well, who says they're so great? This is called Tunnel Frogs. Tunnel Frog swims in the dark. Must think it would be a lark to be a fisherman like me. But what do you know, Amphibie? That's it. Wow, you really hate these things. That's great. Thank you, Fisherman Jones. He definitely talks to the actual fish. Oh, most definitely. Finally, a poem by Selma Ann Forrester. Yay, Selmers! Thanks, Mae. You know her? Dude, she's like your neighbor. Oh. She writes these really funny, dorky short poems. Oh, for something short and funny. This is called There's No Reception in Possum Springs. She's not wrong. No reception here. I wave my black phone. In the air like a flare, like a prayer, but no reception. I read on the internet, babyface boy billionaire. Phone app sold made more money in one day than my family over 100 generations. More than my whole world ever has. World where house-buying jobs became rent-paying jobs, became living with family jobs. Boy, billionaires. Money is access. Access to politicians waiting for us to die, lead in our water, alcohol, and painkillers. Replace my job with an app. Replace my dreams of a house and a yard with a couch in the basement. The future is yours, Force 24/7 entrepreneurs. I just want a paycheck and my own life. I'm on the couch in the basement. There in the house in the yard. Some night I will catch a bus out to the West Coast and burn their Silicon City to the ground. Holy crap. Wow. Huh. She rhymed entrepreneur. I don't even know what that word means. Thanks, everyone. Is she always like this? No. Wow. Huh. Thanks, everyone. See you in 2 weeks. Hey, Silmers. What? I liked your weird poem. Thanks, I wrote it myself. Wait, was the assumption that she didn't write it hers? Nice work, Smeller. I don't like that nickname. What are you two? Sorry. It's cool. Can we go now? Poets of Possum Springs. A blueness, a eunice, a dankness, a thankness. Okay, thanks for coming. We live here. Right, so. Find out anything about your ghost? Yeah? Tell him, B. There were some newspaper clippings that talked about a ghost. Not just any ghost, Little Joe. I don't really remember Little Joe. He's a ghost miner. He died in mysterious circumstances. Wow. I know, right? Mysterious. I thought you were, like, afraid of this ghost. Like, filled with, like, dread and stuff. I'm terrified. Okay. So it mentioned 3 different places we can all check out. I have work and stuff. Yeah, Greg and I also have work. You guys skip out on work all the time. Maybe we can, like, split this up? Share custody of you and your ghost? Well, they are kind of like parents on the couch right now. What places were you thinking about? The graveyard? I call that one. It's close and not illegal. Is there an illegal one? Sure is. The Historical Society. You know you don't have to, like, break in. The people there, like, get paid to show it to you. Anyway. I'm in for the Historical Society. Awesome. So what did I get stuck with? Possum Jump. I know Possum Jump. We used to go there in Scouts. Perfect. Okay. I need to, like, actually get home and do work. This is gonna be awesome. And also, I'm scared to death. That's gonna have to wait until later. We know about our mysterious tooth now. It's Selmers, a good poet. Thought, if I die, Selmers should write a poem about it. Coming from you, that's big praise. Yeah, seems like that's going around. The, Yippers. So, you and Mom had a bit of a fight yesterday, huh? Yeah. I thought you two were getting along. We are. Just a bump. You two, always two alike. I guess. I got your chill and her... yeah. I just hate to see you two on the outs again. It'll be fine, we're cool. So we're having money problems? What? No, we're fine. Dad. May, it's fine. It's okay, I'm 20, I can handle it. Nothing to handle. Okay. Might just head up to bed tonight. Sounds good, Gin. Been a long couple of days. It sure has. Hey, maybe if we go back in here, hang on. I wonder if the new working clock downstairs thinks this clock is scary. Big old thing upstairs. Like you, but different. Huge and spooky. Making weird noises at night. May, I bet you could try poetry. Aw, I can't find this thing spooky. It's a piece of Granddad. We need more of those. Preferably not from the graveyard. Anything new to see here? I guess not. Thought maybe you'd have some additional context with your additional context. Let's check our laptop. Hey, let me know when you want to hit the cemetery. I should be around most nights this week. I don't know. Thanks, B. Don't thank me too hard. I'm going there anyway, and it's like right down the road. You're ruining this. Oh, in that case, you are so incredibly welcome, and also, you better not forget this big favor. That's more like it. I'm falling asleep. Had fun tonight. Sorry if I was grouchy. It's just... Did you fall asleep on your keyboard? It's fine. Wait, did you fall asleep? Lol. Yo, I looked up the Historical Society on the internet. It's real old, but then they did big renovations. Oh, really? I mean, listen, I'm not saying there's a ghost, but old stuff that just got torn up seems like Ghost Central. How so? You're a ghost hanging out in an old house, and then someone puts in a pool where you died or something. Haunted pools would actually be pretty scary. I'm spooked. I'm going to bed. Hey, May. Let me know when you want to go to the park. I looked up a map, and it's a pretty straight shot up to Possum Jump. Okay, great. We never really get a chance to hang out. It'll be fun, I think. Okay, I'm going to sleep. Night, sir. Tip's hat. You would, Angus. I think it's time for us to sleep, but, I don't know, maybe our dreams will be haunted again. I thought as much. Well, let's start left and find the band. Ooh. Oh. Look at this. You know, this is the kind of game where it all seems so natural, the way it comes together. And yet, if you were to take any individual scene, every individual component, my first thought is, how do you even come up with something like this? I mean, what was the original vision that led to Night in the Woods? It feels like it's got to be inspired from a lot of angles, really. Ooh. Wow, there is a lot of verticality to this one. But we can find our way. Not just verticality, but diagonality. Nothing in the woods beyond. Thing is, I lost count as to whether that was 3 or 4. So, do you feel lucky, punk? We're gonna need a triple jump for that one. Or we could just go to this. We're not getting up that way, though. Up the smokestacks, that's the way. Just need to make our way, well, actually quite far up. Maybe I acted prematurely in jumping down here. Oh, whatever, I had to come back anyway for the pipes. Besides, the more time we have to spend in these levels, the more of the song we get to hear. So that's a treat. Ooh. Let's light another candle. Oh wait, no, that means we haven't been this way yet. I can't leave without seeing everything. There may be more candles to light still. Look, if we don't scale a building, are we really a Borowski? Come on, there we go. There we go. There's our final. Now we need to only drop down. No need to worry about falling in our dreams. Well, today we are going on a ghost hunt. Not only that, but the first of 3. I can't help but make the observation that it seemed like just as we were on the verge of, developing as a character, this distraction came in, and granted, it's real to us, but I don't know, it seems like we're kind of on this misadventure and distracted from everything that had been building up until that, things we are probably going to have to confront.